Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Magaramit Hassan from GMD College. Today, I have teach our first chapter, Atomic Structure, from FIDSC. Topic name is the photoelectrical effect. Topic is the photoelectrical effect. The Planck introduced idea of quantized energy to explain the black body radiation. The next significant evidence that supported the quantum mechanics come from interpreting the photoelectrical effect using the new model. The photoelectrical effect refers the emission of electrons from the surface of some metals when illuminated with the light. The, the Albert Einstein in 1905 used the quantum theory to explain this observation of the Planck assumed that the black body radiation was emitted in discrete quanta. The Einstein reasoned that objects absorb the radiation in the quantized form when a beam of light with frequency equal or greater than a particular frequency. This particular frequency is also called as threshold frequency. Is allowed to split the surface of metal, electrons are ejected simultaneously from the surface of metal. This effect is called as a photoelectrical effect. Okay, this is a photoelectrical effect. The Albert Einstein was awarded a Nobel Prize for the same discovery in 1921. Okay, which discovery? The photoelectrical effect. A minimum specific frequency or energy is required to eject an electron from the metal is called as threshold frequency or energy. Okay, what is meant by threshold frequency? A minimum specific frequency or energy is required to eject an electron from the metal is called as threshold frequency or energy. This threshold energy is depends on the metal. Einstein reasoned that if the light was insufficient to supply the threshold energy, then the number of electrons would be emitted from the metal. No matter how intense is the light, but it would not have sufficient energy. Light was higher frequency has more energy by the Planck equation. Planck equation is E equal to h nu. Okay, this is the or figure for the photoelectrical effect. This is the experimental setup for studying of photoelectrical effect. This is the incoming light. This is emitter plate. This is a cathode and this is the collector plate and anode. In collector plate, electrons are collected. If the light is incident on the emitted plate, then the electrons are ejected and these electrons are moved from the collector plate. Okay. The evaluated tube is arranged in this setup. Okay. So that the highly polished metal like sodium or potassium act as a cathode. In this cathode, which metal are used? Metals are used. Sodium or potassium act as a cathode. Okay. When a light when a light is fall on the metal surface, this is the metal surface. Okay. When a light fall on the metal surface, then the photoelectrons are ejected. This is the photoelectrons are ejected and electrons flow towards the anode. Okay. In vacuum tube, this is a vacuum tube. And ampere, this is the ampere. Ampere is measure the amount of current flowing to the circuit. Okay. This ampere is providing the current for in this tube. Okay, this is the experiment setup for the studying of photoelectrical effect. If the measure the kinetic energy, if we measure the kinetic energy of ejected electrons and it is plotted against the frequency of incident light. Okay, this is the flow. Okay, incident light. We obtain the graph as shown this figure. Okay, This figure is kinetic energy of photoelectrons versus the frequency of incident line. Like the equation of straight line is kinetic energy Ek is equal to h mu minus mu 0 is equal to h mu minus h mu is equal to h mu phi minus phi. Okay, this is the equation of straight line, where h is the Planck constant, v is the frequency of incident line, and V0 is the threshold frequency, phi is the work function of the metal. It is the quantity of energy required to eject the electron from the metal. The some importance observation about the photoelectrical effect are as follow. The first observation is the electrons are emitted immediately when the light incident on the metal surface. Okay, if the light is incident, then immediately eject these electrons. Okay. Second is the intensity of light does not affect the kinetic energy of ejected electrons, but the frequency of light is affect the kinetic energy of ejected electrons. Okay? And the electrons could not be emitted with the certain wavelength, no matter what the intensity. The electron are ejected only if the frequency of the incident light is equal or greater than the minimum value is called as threshold frequency. That means the threshold, this frequency or this threshold frequency is matched with the another frequency, then electrons are ejected. Okay. The fourth observation is the kinetic energy of the emitted electrons. Emitted electrons depends upon the frequency of incident light. Okay. Kinetic energy, this kinetic energy of the emitted electron, which electrons, these electrons. Okay, these electrons depends upon the frequency of incident line. The next point is wave particles duality. Okay, the wave particles duality is also called as de Broglie's hypothesis. So Louis de Broglie and a French physicist in 1924 advanced the idea that the light photons, all the microscopic particles such as the atom, molecules, subatomic particles like the electrons and proton also possess the dual character. Okay, all these are possess the dual character. The wave associated with the particles is called as the matter. The wave or de Broglie's wave. Which wave? Matter wave or de Broglie wave. Hence, this de Broglie's hypothesis is called as the pillar of quantum mechanics. This point is very important in atomic structure. Okay, in quantum mechanics, the wavelength of the wave associated with any material particles was calculated by de Broglie by analogy with the photon as follows. Okay, first, according to the Planck quantum theory, in case of the photon, if the assume to have wave character, its energy is given by E equal to h mu. Okay, all of you we know that h is the Planck constant. Okay, and v is the frequency of wave, where h is the Planck constant, v is the frequency of wave. According to the Einstein equation, the photon is supplied to the particle character. Its energy is given by E equal to mc square. Okay, this is the second equation, where m is the mass of photon and c is the velocity of light. From equation first and second, we get which equation is first? E equal to hv is the first equation. Second equation is E is equal to mc square is the second equation. From equation first and second, we get h mu is equal to mc square. Okay, but for the photon, the frequency and p is the related to the wavelength. That means lambda as a p equal to or mu equal to c upon lambda. Okay, the value. This value put in the equation of this. Okay. Therefore, Hc upon lambda is equal to mc square. This is the equation 3. Okay. Got it? This value put in the equation. Which equation? Which equation? Equation. This is the first equation. Then second equation. Okay. Then from equation first and second we get h mu is equal to mc square. Okay. Then lambda as b equal to c by lambda. Therefore, this value put in this equation. Therefore, hc divided by lambda equal to mc square. This is the equation 3. And lambda is equal to h upon mc. This is the equation 4, where the mass of photon is replaced by the mass of material particles and the velocity of photon. C is the replaced by the velocity of the material particles. Okay. Thus, any material particles like electron, we may written equation is lambda is equal to h divided by mv is equal to h upon p. This is the equation 5. This equation is called as the de Broglie's equation, where mv is equal to p. This is the p is the movement of the particles and lambda is called as de Broglie's wavelength. This equation is called as de Broglie. Next point is diffraction by the double slit. The de Broglie's hypothesis, the de Broglie's hypothesis of dual nature of the microscopic particles like electron was confirmed by the electrons. Okay, the diffraction experiment by the G.P. Thomson in 1921 and C. Davison and L.H. German in 1927 was discovered the diffraction by dual slit. Okay, in this experiment, it was found that the electron were scattered from atom in the crystal. Okay, these scattered electrons produce an interference pattern. The interference pattern was just like that produced when the water waves passes through the two holes in the barrier to generate the separate wave fronts. The wave fronts that combine, okay, the interference with each other. These diffraction patterns are characteristics of wave-like behavior and are exhibits by both matters. For example, electrons and neutrons and electromagnetic radiation. Diffraction pattern are the obtained if the wavelength is comparable to the spacing between the scattering centers. Continues with the analysis of experiments that leads to the new quantum theory. We now look at the phenomenon of electron diffraction. Okay. According to the classical mechanics, electrons should be behave like a particle as they should travel in the straight line. Okay. They travel, which travel electrons are travel, behave like a particles. Okay. And they travel in a straight line and do not curve in way unless on by the external agent like a magnetic field. Okay. No applying the external magnetic field. In this model, if we pass a beam of electrons through a double slide onto a detector, we should get two bands shown in figure. Which figure? This figure. This is a classical model of electrons. Okay. This is the particles of electrons. These particles are electron move from these two holes. Okay. And they obtain the straight lines. Okay. First is the screen with the two slides and this second is the optical screen, and this optical screen collect this electron in the two way of the straight line. Okay. This is also called as optical screen from the front view. However, if the slides are made small enough and close enough together, okay, we actually observe that the electrons are diffracting through the slide plates in the interfering with each other just like wave as shown in figure. Okay, this figure. This is the screen with the two slates. This is the optical screen and optical screen from the front view. In other in another figure, only two straight lines are available. In this figure, there are number of straight lines are produced. Okay, the electrons are entered in these two holes. This means the electrons have wave particles duality. This is the wave particles duality, just like a photons in argument with the de Broglie's hypothesis discussed in previously. Okay, the case of electron must have properties like wavelength and frequency. We can deduce the properties from the behavior of the electron as they pass through the diffraction grating. Okay. The next point is atomic spectra. What is meant by atomic spectra, line spectra, I will discuss. Okay. Atomic spectra. When the hydrogen, okay, all of you, we know that when the sunlight is passes through the prism, it gives a band of 7 color called as the spectrum. The different color in the different wavelength and frequency. Okay. However, when the hydrogen gas is taken in the discharge tube with a high voltage is supplied between the electrodes. Okay, the light is emitted. These when pass through the prism give the series of lines, the spectrum. Okay, it's called as the line spectrum. When a when a suitable deflecting devices or an analyzer for the wide range of radiation we are used in the place of prism, a spectrum extending in the whole range from the ultraviolet in the infrared region is obtained. The spectra of the elements are depends upon the nature of radiation emitted. Radiations are emitted. Okay. Each element will have its own characteristics. Spectrum which will be different from that of any other element since each line in the spectrum is having characteristics frequency, it will have definite energy. E is equal to h nu. The line spectra shown by the atoms of element are known as the atomic spectra. So consider an example of hydrogen atom. Since the hydrogen atom contain only one electron, is its spectrum is the simplest to analyze. The hydrogen spectrum is shown in these figures. Okay, the atomic spectrum of hydrogen. This is the atomic spectrum of hydrogen. Okay, it consists of the number of discrete line in the. This is the discrete line in the visible ultraviolet region. It is due to the spectral transition of hydrogen atom shown in this figure. Okay, visible and ultraviolet region. The each space between two lines corresponds to frequency range in which the number of light is emitted by the hydrogen atom. From the position of line on the spectrum, the wavelength and frequency of light can be measured. Okay. The lines observed in the atomic spectra can be grouped into the several groups called as spectral series. Okay, this is the spectral series. A group of lines appearing the ultraviolet region of the spectrum is called as the Lyman series, while that falling in the visible region is called as Balmer series. So on name after their discovery. The, the Rayleigh-Berg, after observing the wavelength of the large number of spectral lines of the hydrogen spectrum, found that the wave number of any line of the hydrogen spectrum can be represented as a difference of two terms, one of which is the constant and another varies throughout the series. Okay, the wave number of the series, the wave number of series of line in the spectrum of hydrogen can be represented by the reverse equation. The equation is V bar is equal to RH in bracket 1 upon n square 1 minus 1 upon n square 2 in bracket complete per centimeter, where P bar is the wave number of spectral line, RH its value is 109677.58 per centimeter is known as the Ribble constant. Is the Rydberg constant. Okay, n1, these n1 and n2 are the integral, have different value of the different series. Okay, the result of application of the Rayleigh-Berg formula is summarized in this table. Okay, along with the spectral region in which these lines are fall. This is the table is about information of the spectral series and Rydberg integral for the Rydberg equation. The series is in this table. Okay, the N1 value is 1, N2 value is 2, 3, 4, then the ultraviolet region. In Balmer, the N1 value is 2 and N2 value is 3, 4, 5, then this spectral is visible. In Pastum, the N1 value is 3 and N2 value is 4, 5, 6. mm, The spectral region is infrared. Infrared means IR. Okay, IR region. Then, Bragg, in the series of Bragg, the N1 value is 4 and N2 value is 4, 5, 6. This region is infrared region. Okay, the then the N1 value is 5, N2 value is 6, 7, 8. The spectral region is infrared region. In next lecture, I will discuss about next point for Bohr's theory. Okay.